supporting Kansas City. Go right ahead whenever you're ready. We got a hand raise here. Dustin, go right ahead.
Hey, Ben.
Hi, Dustin.
Hey, you guys go to KC. You know, a very different KC team than they've been forever. You know, under Wiki. What have you seen from them this season?
Well, you can see what he's doing and what he's building there, and I think that's a little bit of the project. If we, as everybody's being honest, he's building something, and I think he's a really sharp guy, and I think he'll get it right. You know, they're obviously really evaluating the group, and I'm sure they have plans to upgrade the squad, and they're going to be a handful. And their current squad is there's a lot of good. You know, they certainly should have more points than they do, and a really dynamic central midfield with high quality, pace, and dynamic players out wide. I think one of the best, and I know one of the best forwards in this league is up top, and is a pain in the ass to play against. So this is a team that's very dangerous. It's an away game in the MLS. We all know what that looks like. So it's a big challenge for our group, and one that they're excited about, and I think understand that if we show up in the right way with a real collective effort in the way we went about the Austin game, we give ourselves a chance. But that's the only way in the MLS.
And you mentioned him, but Joveljic, you know, one of the best goal scorers in this league. He's got Garcia there behind him. What makes that attack so good? And you know, what do you guys have to be able to look
Garcia is super technical and dynamic, and is you know, when certain players on your team get the ball, other players come alive, and he's one of those players. And I think you know, he's certainly a provider, a guy that can wiggle his way through the center of the midfield and into the attack, and provide and get on the score sheet. So listen, it's the midfield is real. It's real, and again, Joveljic is again, for me, pound for pound, is as good as anybody in this league.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, Michael, you want to? No. Okay, yeah, okay, great. We'll go with Richard.
Richard.
You there, Richard? All right, we'll come back to you, Richard. Selvin, go ahead.
Can you talk about how you felt about Guillermo's performance on Wednesday?
We welcomed him back today, and I just told him in front of the guys that he represented our club in a very good way. Both, you know, fitting in with the group from what I hear, and also on the field. It's always neat to see your players among the best of our league, and how they stack up in a game that's essentially a free-for-all. And so, you know, you could tell which guys are, you know, sometimes you're looking at real structure players, at guys that really excel in their structure in the league, and that's partly why they're there. And then you could see some guys like a Gil or a Guillermo, and these guys, you know, you could drop them in any team in the world and give them 2 days, and they'd kind of find a way to create relationships and fit in, and they just have such a good feel for the game.
My last question is, any performance, what do you want to see the 15 minutes during the game of Kansas City?
In the first 15 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, historically, right, going on the road, you know, a lot of teams and coaches and players talk about good starts on the road and weathering storms and whether the excitement of the home crowd and the home energy of the team. So certainly that's always going to be a big part of kind of staying in these games early on the road. But you know, at the same time, you can do that in different ways. You can control the tempo. You can be resilient on defense. So there's different ways you can do. You can also strike off of their aggression and be good in transition. So all these things we'll be looking to do in the first 15 minutes.
All right, up next, Jorge.
Good Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
Coach, tomorrow kicks off one out of the 6 games in the month of August. Just what do you have to do tomorrow to start on the right foot?
I mentioned before, we just got to show up. Everybody's got to show up, be super dialed in, and again, come with the same type of energy and collectiveness that we had in Austin or here against Austin. Yeah, obviously on the road you need some key performers as well. You need to, you don't always get a lot of chances on the road, so you got to be efficient. But they seem to be in a good headspace. It's been a good week of training. It was nice to have the full week of preparation, both to look back on some of the things that went well against Austin and DC, but also some things to improve on as the season. We're still growing, but along the way we're finding a lot of results, and we just want to keep that going.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to try Richard again. Can you hear us, Richard?
Sorry.
All right. Anybody else before we call it a day?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Go ahead.
Ben, how are you? I wanted to talk to you. We talked earlier about preparation after this World Cup and it's like a new season. Is that what you have to dictate to your players? Okay, this is a new season. We get the first out the gate as far as win wise because of this new season to be prepared. So I'm asking, how did you prepare your guys coming out of this break?
I don't even remember when the break was. I mean, we're well past that. We're in it. We're 2 games into. I don't. Nobody even remembers the World Cup right now. We are completely entrenched in this and the opportunity in front of us. So it maybe 2 weeks ago, what the message was, if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard to refocus. It was 2 home games coming up, an opportunity, and trying to get this team high up in the table to put ourselves in the postseason and try to win something. And that's still kind of the message. And everybody was on their own path. And I've talked at length about the break and how tricky it was, and we learned some things for next time. But we also think, overall the DC performance coming out was really good, didn't get the result, and the Austin performance was good. So in that way, we got out on the right foot, and so I think we also have to give ourselves some grace and say, yeah, we actually did pretty well, and we came out, I think, on the front foot and feeling pretty good. So, but it's got to continue. But we're not anywhere but KC, and then we'll be on New England, and we'll just keep going game to game.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Thank you all for your time. Appreciate it.